Hey everybody, just doing a little Christmas Eve editing session, and it's good to see you. Hopefully we'll have some people stop in and say hi. We can wish each other Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I can get some editing done. Thanks a lot. All right, get that up there. Here. The dog episode. This is going to be a Lexi, a dog episode. All right. I can go over there. And we will save as new project. Oop, did it again. I need to move this. Move to... $291. Right. Okay, so then those will be moved. Gotta get rid of those because the pathways are incorrect. So I'm a little alone here. It's all right. It's usually how it goes when you're a lonesome editor. Oh, we have a goat episode too. I just saw some little preview shots of it really quickly. Will there be a special Christmas episode is what I've been asked. And didn't plan anything. So as far as costumes or anything like that, of course there'll be special dog treats and cat treats. But that may not necessarily occur on camera. So about halfway done moving files, and then hopefully we can get into the editing session. Should be a couple more minutes. So Anybody rewatching this, what are you doing for Christmas this year? Anything cool? Sorry, I'm all itchy. For me, we're going to be making spaghetti and meatballs. My spouse's favorite meal. Absolute dead-on favorite. So it's going to be garlic bread, spaghetti, meatballs, and then that Parmesan cheese that you shake onto stuff. Not any shaved block Parmesan, mind you. We're talking the can. It's a special kind of sauce of spaghetti I got to make. It's got to be the old college spaghetti. All right, ready for these files to come back in. Here they come. And then this will be dump 291. Hey everybody, welcome to Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm. Today we have a anxious mama, a calm Saphira, Bernie, who's going to be our camera dog today. Bernie on camera. Miss Stacy, who's a little camera shy. There she is. And the ever lovable Murray. Thanks for watching. Watching. Not a bad launch. About 37 degrees. $37. It's about 37 degrees. Had to do a take two on that. Obviously sounded like a sick robot. It's about 37 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 degrees Celsius. Hello, lone viewer. Thank you for joining. I got called out. Hurry up the hill. Hurry up the hill. Good boy. There's Mama again. There's Mama again. Two people hanging out watching. How y'all doing? Three people, how you doing? Thanks for watching. What up, Pinky? How you doing? Merry Christmas Eve. Walking to work. Wow. Watching while walking. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas Eve. I gotta go do a little shopping later. My spouse has requested spaghetti and meatballs. Sushi, you should do it. You know it's super cheap to make on your own. Getting it made is nice too, though. I like the variety sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna do spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread. It's my wife's favorite thing to eat. She almost wants it like too cheap. I thought you were walking. What air? Oh, is that why you're walking? You got to get air in a tire. Jeez. You know, I got one of those little portable air compressors that plug into your lighter, and man, I have never regretted owning that thing. It was like $25. Oh, I see. Gotcha. You got big plans for the tonight? And you're just gonna have sushi for lunch? Oh. Oh, Murray, get out of the hole. Or Murray just fell in a hole. I'll play that over for any of the two people watching who miss this. Chilling like a villain. I know how that be. Oh, Murray, get out of the hole. Oh, Murray, get out of the hole. He falls in that hole about 3 times a week. That's where an underground stream is, so I can't really fill it in. Rambunctious Murray. Excellent use of the word rambunctious. He is a rambunctious boy. He is definitely a test in patience too, especially when you're cooking, because he is right underneath you all the time. Hey, Granny Paula, Merry Eve. I'm just trying to do a little bit of editing here for Christmas Day broadcast. And I got to go get a blender and some stuff for meatballs. I'm doing spaghetti and meatballs. We got the boys sleeping over there and Mama on patrol. Got Mama Safira always at my feet under the computer. And, oh, what's going on with this Slack? I don't know if you can see it, but I got Stacy hiding behind that chair. Mama patrol, indeed. But yeah, I got to go get a blender later. Our blender broke, and I got to get the fixins for meatballs and spaghetti, and I'm gonna make some garlic bread. Crap. Delicious garlic bread. One of the greatest inventions that's ever come out of the kitchen. One time I even offered up as a meal. I'm like, I'll just make garlic bread. I mean, it's not like there isn't enough calories in it. Man, a friend of mine in high school, his parents owned a pizza place in Milwaukee, and they used to take this fresh baked Italian bread and literally dunk it in this vat, like this huge vat of garlic and butter. And they would soak it in there for like 4 or 5 seconds and then put it through the cooker. Anyway, it was the most like overloaded garlic bread. Like it literally squished butter into your mouth when you ate it. And you'd go there and you'd order the garlic bread, and it was so freaking insane and off the hook that by the time your pizza came, you could only eat one little square of it. It was some special stuff. And I believe they're still doing that to this day. It's still in business. It's still doing that. Sushi, though. Ooh. I was out once touring around, and we found an all-you-can-eat sushi place because we're trying to just eat cheap, you know. And I hadn't had a real meal in probably a week. And the only rule was you can't waste anything that you order. And I think I ate 60 pieces of sushi that day. It was so good. No regrets. My one friend had never tried the red roe. And he got it. And he had to hide it from them so they wouldn't charge him for it. That was funny. Bit of snow. Oh my. You got any special plans for the night? Any special meals, special events, Granny? Pinky's just going to be chilling like a villain. Probably going to do the same thing, actually. We have it a little bit warmer than usual. It's about 40, and it got up to about 50 during the day yesterday. I was able to get outside and get a bunch of work done and not be miserable. It's a little warmer than usual, at least lately. A lot of visiting and a lot of food. Sounds like the typically perfect holiday. Do you have a special meal, special food you guys eat? And then yeah, we got to go. This is a goat a goat feed in here. You want to chill? Oh, Granny's going to have an exhausting Christmas. Are you going to at least be able to chill out on Christmas Day? Lobster tails, dang. That's always delish. Tomorrow, me and my wife are going to get a Chinese hot pot and some dim sum, hopefully, and some. We're probably going to order the whole menu. No gifts. No gifts. Hot pot, yeah. I've never had a proper hot pot. Really looking forward to it. It's apparent I did enough research that in town there's only like 4 or 5 places that do a Chinese hot pot. There's one place that does a Japanese hot pot. I'm hoping Szechuan peppers. Right on, Pinky. Take care. And anybody else out there, see we got 4 people, feel free to jump in and say, hey, we're just talking Christmas and food and gifts and fun while I'm editing up a video here. Nothing too crazy on this channel. Oh, that's right. You made that oxtail broth. Ooh, how was that? Now I'm focusing on you, Granny. How was that oxtail broth? Your hair's gonna just shine. Yeah, it's rich. Your fingernails are gonna grow an inch overnight. Your hair's just gonna be wavy and shiny. Yep. You're gonna be you're gonna be the silver fox. They're gonna see you coming from the luster in your hair from a mile away. My friend used to love making braised oxtail and then just hoisin. Oh, got that apple cider vinegar. That'll straighten you out. Got to have a pre-digestive with oxtail, especially if you're going to eat too much of it. I OD'd on soup recently. I made a Italian chicken soup with pasta, and God, I must have had a gallon of it. I've just been trying to put like warm liquids in my body the past few weeks. Yeah, Bernie, his eyes, man. Just right into your soul. Yeah, I am too. I've sort of just leaned into it since it's Christmas. I'm gonna not so worry about it, but I don't know. It's just amazing what cold weather will do to the system, do to a body system. At least my Midwest brain. Look at Saphira trying to eat with her teeth all gone. She's doing good though. Oh, you inspire? Well, that's good. Hopefully, hopefully you can re-inspire me. I mean, I don't necessarily just nonstop eating garbage. I just know that I'm eating too much for the holiday. Little Bernie. I mean, I always mix up Bernie and Murray. They have such similar names. Classic. First second he's on the camera, he does something cute. Yeah, we are programmed to eat right now. I know. It is like talking to my soul. I started doing cream of wheat in the morning just to get something hot and rib sticking in me. I figured porridge. I figure a lot of people do savory porridge, but I'm too much of a wimp. I end up just putting a bunch of butter and brown sugar in it. Man, is it good. Never really a fan of oatmeal, but cream of wheat, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I haven't thought about cream of wheat in God knows how long. And something about it just seemed like this is it. Yeah, I'd say that, but then I would always end up gaining like 15 pounds because I would just eat like nuts for like 3 months and not really think about it. My new thing is if I eat too much, I go out and I chop wood. I cut wood and chop wood. Basset Trio, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. You doing anything fun for the holiday? Any special meals? You gonna go visit anyone cool or do anything fun? That was a quick eyebrow job, Pinky. God, that dog's so cute when he runs like that. Those ears. Oh my God. Basset Trio has a Polish wife. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. We're all going to Basset Trio's house tonight for food. I grew up in Milwaukee with a large Polish population, and I can still stand by one of the greatest food experiences of my life was going to a Polish baptism that was also like kind of a potluck where everyone brought something, and it was just like Polish women bringing in the craziest, most delicious food I've ever touched in my life. Yeah, holy cow. Polish cook. Why aren't there more Polish restaurants, man? Why aren't there more Polish restaurants? I think they just end up becoming home cooking restaurants. I ate at a Polish Amish buffet once. I think I was in like Iowa or something, and it was just another unreal, amazing food feast. Was she making Basset Trio? Please tell me. It's just going to be something that melts my brain, probably. And in fact, now I think about it, there are a couple Polish restaurants in Milwaukee, but I don't think I've seen any since I've been living in Milwaukee. And that was 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I bet. Oof, Polish cooking, man. Oof. It's the best of the best, man. It truly, truly is the best of the best. Bassett Trio, you better start bragging. Yeah, there we go. Pierogies. Oh, some fish dish and a bunch of other stuff. She fills our entire dining room table with food. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'd stay out of her kitchen too. She sounds like a genius. Oh, yeah, you got to do stuffed cabbage. Vigos. I smelled that, and as soon as I came to the front door this morning. Vigos. All right. That's a new one for me. Is it a candy? Oh, here we go. Bigos with a B. Polish hunter stew. It looks like there's noodles in it. Authentic Bigos stew recipe. Oh, it's got sauerkraut, white cabbage, meat, sausage, porcini mushrooms, prunes. Oh, dude, that sounds so good. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Sauerkraut, white cabbage, 4 chicken thighs. Very smart. Use those thighs. Polish smoked sausage, kielbasa, dried porcini mushrooms, prunes, which honestly sound great. Wow, caraway seeds, marjoram, paprika. What a wild spice blend. Allspice, juniper berries. Wow, it's like you're making gin. A bay leaf, yeah, whatever. And tomato puree. Oh, dude. That's like right off the Silk Road, man. That is right off. That is a dish right off of the Silk Road. Amazing. Holy cow. Wowzers. Crab leg, shrimp, swampka. Now I got to look up something else that's going to blow my mind. Oh, vegetable salad. Love caraway. Yeah, I love caraway too. I use caraway for making this fermented Middle Eastern pepper paste called harissa. It's so good. It makes it like a little bitter. Well, Bassett Trio, I Merry Christmas to you and your wife. It sounds like you're going to have an amazing time. I can only imagine what dessert's going to be. Wow. That sounds like the king's meal. Wow. Wow, indeed. You are definitely a king. Yeah. King Bassett Trio. I can only imagine your 3 pups underneath there just like waiting on scraps. Floppy-eared boy. Wow. Yeah, viewers are, well, I think it's just us three guys. I don't know, Granny, I don't think there's too many more people all over the world watching right now. But we are definitely drooling. And I think most people in Poland are like, exactly, this is what you should be eating. Got all that. It's like when you look at like just turkey, you know, every single thing Bassett is talking about sounds just like a billion times better than just turkey. Even though a good smoked turkey is amazing. Like I smoked a turkey one year. It took 14 hours because the smoker was crap. But in the end, it literally looked like, you know, Ben Franklin's turkey. And you could slice it so thinly. It was delicious and it was still juicy and moist. But yeah, woo, sounds so good. I want to make that dish. That first dish, what was it? Bigos. I want to make bigos. That sounds so good. I'm going to have to find some prunes. And I think a couple of those spices, actually. Bernie's such a little gremlin. Dogs get special treats. Actually, we've got these sent by my brother. My brother and his lovely family. I don't know if you can read that, but these are Jen's homemade pup and kitty treats, and they are the bacon peanut butter flavor. So this has been the special treat, and I'm probably going to make them a little bit of a meat later on. Lexi is, you know, her special treats are, you know, the little knobs of cheese and bologna. So yeah, I mean, she'll get special treats. If anything, I wanted to bring her out here later and just kind of see how things go. But as far as giving her, she's hard cat to like give treats to, because I feel like that is her treats. I don't necessarily think, like, even though these are supposed to be dog and cat treats, she oops. For those for being dog and cat treats, she wasn't into it at all. And it's like, I might go see if I can find some little cat nom thing that she likes when I go shopping later. Cheese and hams, yep. Wait, what happened there? Okay. It's crazy, Murray. I mean, you can only follow my feet around so much. I think I'm trying to lose Bernie. There we go. There's something happening. Am I making homemade pasta? No. I mean, so she wants spaghetti. And I know enough about making homemade pasta to know that, I mean, you're not going to get any benefit from making homemade spaghetti. There's just nothing there. I mean, if I did fettuccine, sure, I could do that from scratch, no problem. And it would still make sense. But every time I've seen people make homemade spaghetti, they always hang it on a rack and dry it first. And kind of defeats the whole purpose of making fresh homemade spaghetti, if you ask me. Also, too, it's this kind of like a hearkening to it can't be like, like gross spaghetti, but she kind of like she likes cheap spaghetti, if that makes sense, even though like I'm going to be using sauce from the garden and stuff like that, and I'm going to be making meatballs from scratch. She just wants ultimately store-bought spaghetti. It was when she moved from Africa, because she ended up growing up in Africa. Her parents brought her over there as missionaries when she was like 7, and then she came back to America. The first thing she ever made for herself that she could eat on her own and no one else was deciding what she ate was spaghetti, just like ragu and noodles. And it was her most favorite thing to eat ever in the world. And so I can't plus it up too much, if you know what I mean. I gotta stick to just getting some store-bought noodles and taking care of it that way, which is fine with me. I'd rather just boil up some noodles. Unless I'm making lasagna. I love making fresh noodles for lasagna, and that is really easy. Well, easy if you have a pasta attachment on your mixer, like I do. Let's see. So yeah, I mean, if Christmas is about like good memories, then I'm just trying to recreate a good memory and hopefully making a new better memory from it. Funny little dog. But yeah, it's me personally, my good memory is going to be the hot pot tomorrow night. Hi, meanwhile, Merry Christmas. Good to see you coming on. We've just been talking about everyone's plans for the holiday. If you're going to visit anybody cool or nice, or if you're going to do a special meal, or if you have any special plans, or if you're traveling. Other than that, I think Bassett Trio is winning because he has a Polish wife who is making the king's meal, which sounds basically I want to get on a plane right now and go to wherever he is, like Santa Claus, or at least search like Santa Claus until I find his dinner table. Yeah, we'll send some of those drones, which by the way have like mysteriously just disappeared from the news. I've noticed. Gee, what are all these drones around these army bases about? I don't know. Personally, I thought it was Bezos doing it with testing Amazon delivery drones. I will say one of the cooler things I've seen happen with drones are those drone firework events where they just put like 400, 500 drones in the air and they start doing like formations and lights and stuff. Those seem kind of cool. Still on the work, on vacation, going to the mountain. Sweet. That sounds like it's going to be a good time. Are you gonna ski? Going up there to do some skiing, or what's the plan on the mountain? Just be away from everything. Oh, so you're going to like a nice resort. Fantastic. What's what? Let me ask. What elevations are you skiing at? Highest I've ever done is I skied at 18,000 feet, and that's probably the first one of the only times I was up that high. And man, that was intense. You literally kind of get high from the lack of oxygen. You can't ski. Maybe you'll try. Well, I hope you do. Are you going to have fondue at the chalet? And then what's the other? A gin or no, a brandy Alexander. Isn't that the drink that everyone is supposed to drink when they're at the mountains? Supposed to drink brandy or warm rum or something. I think it's brandy. A brandy Alexander. I think that's the drink. Let me make sure. Yeah, it looks like a creamy drink. I think that's what you end up drinking. A brandy Alexander is a brandy-based dessert cocktail consisting of cognac, creme de cacao, and cream that became popular during the 20th century as a variation of an earlier gin-based cocktail simply called the Alexander. I do believe that is the drink you should be ordering at the bar if you're anywhere near a bar. Ooh, hot buttered rum. That's it. I personally, we don't have snow right now, not here, but Granny got some snow earlier. And if anything, it's gotten warmer over here. And we usually mid-December is warm here, and then it gets cold in January. But I feel like everything's been pushed a few weeks, and now it's going to be a little warmer for the new year for us. And it's probably going to get cold on January 15th. Here it's snowy and rainy now and awfully dirty. Yeah, nothing like the gross when snow gets gross to really put a damper on things. My plans are I'm making spaghetti and meatballs for my fiance and garlic bread, and she also wants a margarita. So I've got to go get another blender. Our blender broke. And then tomorrow we're going to go for a Chinese hot pot, a Szechuan hot pot. And that's going to be our big pig out because she had to work today at the labs. Cheers, Mary. Thank you. Cheers to everyone. And dirty snow is no fun. I really sounds like a cocktail. Dirty snow. Huh. It does sound like a cocktail. Be kind of like a slushy vanilla thing with a bunch of like coffee on it. Coffee, like a bunch of espresso sprinkled on top of it. Make it look like dirt. Put a little lemon liqueur in it to make it look like it's yellow snow. Yeah, that's actually. I mean, that maybe I should almost figure out how to make that drink instead. I'm just trying to, like, trigger old memories though, so we can celebrate things we really appreciate. The yellow snow, the dirty snow. I mean, right? Santa's dirty snow. Ugh. It'd have to be a candy cane in it. Ugh, I don't even want to think about what Santa's dirty snow would be like. That one's a little too long. There's like a rhythm you got to go for with these things. Editing's all about rhythm. Yeah, that one is useless. It doesn't need to be there. Yeah, that one was the one. It's so cute. Ugh. I hate that. Whatever that command is, I keep doing.
Oh, right. Get on the hole.
Ooh, that one too. Okay, that's good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Happy Old Dog and Cat Fun.
Scrapple, a PA delicacy. Oh my, oh my. I know all about Scrapple. Wow. Are you close enough to where you're doing the pork roll? You do pork roll, egg and cheese? Yeah, next to that Altoona pizza, right? You don't eat pork roll? Or is it Scrapple? You don't eat the Scrapple. Pork roll, egg and cheese on a Kaiser bun. You know, one of my favorite bands of all time is from New Hope, Pennsylvania. At least a long time ago, it was a band called Ween. They had on one of their albums, they had a 4-part song called Pork Roll, Egg and Cheese. Scrapple's good for you? Is because of all the organ meat? You a fan of Ween? Yeah, I mean, they say organ meat's good for you, especially, I mean, before the age of multivitamins. I'm sure you needed to eat that stuff to get the trace elements. But yeah, you've heard of Ween, or no? Oh, yeah, I think they're from New Hope, Pennsylvania. And they're just a totally weird band. They were the band that ended up like anybody that was done or a little too weird for Fish liked Ween. And I would definitely fit into that vibe. I mean, those dudes are all like 60 now. They've been a band for 25, 30 years. Yeah, so like after Fish, the preppy kids started listening to Dave Matthews, and then the weirdos started listening to Ween. And honestly, Ween, some of Ween's albums are actually amazing, but you might want to check out Pork Roll, Egg, and Cheese. Pork roll, egg, and cheese on a Kaiser bun. Oh, damn it. Are we there already? Empty trash. Yeah, I mean, Ween for a band in like the late 90s, early 2000s, they were kind of cued in on what was weird and messed up, with music anyway. They never even really got big, like big either, which I always thought was a little wild. Oh, nice. 200 gig available. I like that. All right. Yeah, they're super trippy, man. They were doing so many drugs. And and like all really good drugged out bands, like the lead singer went sober and kind of threw a wrench in the whole thing, and then they're still touring now, finally, after the dude cleaned up and got his act together. But they haven't put out a studio album, I think, in like 15 years. And ultimately, that's all people want to hear. They don't want to see Ween play their greatest hits live. But yeah, Pork Roll, Egg, and Cheese is a very trippy song. And I think they recorded the whole album like on a 4-track in their bedroom in some weird commune they were staying at. But Ween did a country album, and if you're more of like a purist at heart musically, you might dig that country album. They got a bunch of like country stuff, like heavy country session players to play on the album. And they've got some songs like Japanese Cowboy is a pretty good song. Piss Up a Rope is a pretty good song. And now that I think about it, like the whole album's pretty good. So yeah, it's called Ween's 12 Golden Country Greatest Hits or something. And that's the other thing about that band too, is they usually completely redefine themselves as a band from album to album. So you can't judge them on one song. You have to literally you have to devour the whole thing. Oh, they did an underwater album called The Mollusk. That was a pretty that was like a once in a lifetime album. It was kind of magical. And yeah, I don't say that a lot about music. They definitely had their moments in the sun, but at the same time, there's plenty of people that don't like them, and I get it too. So I'm not telling you have to like them or you have to like overwhelm your Christmas. I think they did a South Park song too. Wow. We're watching Granny Paula become aware of fish in real time, and it's just sort of I can just hear like an entire vortex opening up in Pennsylvania somewhere. I mean, for like old dudes playing rock, they're good. Check out the country album if you want to slow things down a little bit. It's really good. Well, it's cool because a lot of people are too old to listen to new music, and that's the one thing that always kind of blew my mind about friends of mine as we got older. They start getting families and they just want to listen. They'll just turn on the radio and they just want to hear the same 10 songs over and over again until they die. And boy, I knew I wasn't going to be that guy. And so it's like, yeah, I keep trying to listen and find new music any way I can. And boy, that's probably one of the cooler things about the internet is there's no reason to keep listening to like the same 15, 20 songs. I mean, gosh, I was listening to the R&B station and they're playing Christmas songs, and they have got Christmas figured out, dude. I don't know how we have not heard a bunch of like all of these songs that I'm hearing on the R&B station, like Christmas funk. That's an amazing song. It's just sort of surreal. Darshan ambient, like, oh, you're into Brian Eno? Darshan ambient. That's a new one for me. I've never heard Darshan ambient, but okay, you like okay. Ambient stuff. There's this. I was telling Heike about this Finnish band called Circle. They've done a lot of ambient stuff, and I actually have friends that have been in ambient bands. Whoa, Granny. Okay, Tone Poet. Okay, I've heard of Tone Poet. Lowercase Granny. What's up with you? What kind of crazy scene did you come out of? Are you going to like shows and stuff still? Yeah, well, I know you're not that old, but not too many people are pulling out a list like that. What's up with you? Are you like involved in the scene? How deep in were you to the music scene? Okay. Have you ever heard of oh crap, his name just blew right out of my brain. Newton? Newton lived in Philadelphia, and he ended up becoming a post office. He ended up getting a job at the post office. I'm not sure if his music career kept going. Wow. Your friend Todd Boston. For all I know, that's Newton from high school. Okay, I'll look up Todd Boston. Multi-instrumentalist. Famous last words. Let's see. The Brightest Night, Twilight, Hawk Medicine, Celtic Heart. So he's a kind of a guitar guy. Okay, so it's that type of ambient. Okay, it's kind of like more pastoral ambience. Yeah, he's very good. I'm not. You know what I've noticed is if I play music, YouTube will automatically filter it out. But I was just listening to it for a little bit there. But I'm going to definitely add him to it. But yeah, okay, Granny, you've definitely been involved in some heavy music scenes. That goes without a doubt. That's awesome. I've I was kind of more into the noisier stuff, when it came to like experimental and ambient sounds. Like To Live and Shave in LA, I actually performed with them. I've also toured with this extreme like group called Cocky SP. I was a member of the band for a little bit, or no, I was in the band for a little bit. I performed with a band called Diamonds. They never really went anywhere, but they were definitely ambient. And like I've opened for Wolf Eyes. I don't know if you've heard of that band before. They're like the big kings of it. And yeah, you know, just a bunch of weirdos making sounds, right? Yeah, cool indeed. Well, I'm all done here, and I got to get out and get some shopping done before all the churchies get out. So, hey, whatever gets your engine going is what's going to get that car down the road. You're a cool gal, though. I love hanging out with you and talking with you. And everyone on the stream, I hope you have a great holiday. And I might probably going to do a Christmas Day version of this as well. So we'll see you tomorrow. And unless you're all sleeping, I know I won't be. So have a great holiday, everyone. Take care.